Today, you and I are going to be creating with a botanical rose, creating those three-dimensional flowers, learning how to color, shape, add the glitter, and then how to assemble them in a cluster. If you and I have not met, my name is Emily with Heartfelt Creations. I cannot wait to share the basics of how you can create this botanical rose using the different sizes and utilizing these with the digital downloads. It's creating made easy and still having that handmade art from the heart look. So if you're ready, I'm ready. I can't wait to share these projects with you. And this flower comes from the Butterfly Medley collection. This is a collection that I absolutely love. There are so many beautiful pieces from the Paper Plus Elements pack paired with those beautiful stamped digital files that you can download. So many of those stamp files did not have coordinating dies when we had originally launched them. So this is a way to really maximize the creativity with them. Just look at that beautiful die cut piece. So I cannot wait to share how to create these beautiful one-of-a-kind flowers that you can add to a tag, that you can make those beautiful projects that you love. So are you ready to get started? Now, if you are just joining me, introduce yourself, let me know where you're watching from, and let's have some fun creating these flowers together. Today, I'm going to be using the manganese blue, and we're just going to use one color of blue. I did download this image as a stamped digital file and switch the color before I printed it out. So it's printed out in this color, so I'll have to just add a little bit to the edges. If you are new to digital downloads, all you need is just a great printer that you love and a digital die cutting machine if you don't want to hand cut them out. If you need some help making those decisions or the how-to behind the scenes, just let us know in the comments and we can share a video link to how I recommend getting started. So this is just a beautiful way to add that color very quickly and easily without spending a lot of time coloring them with markers or color pencils. And this is something you can easily do when you're watching TV. If you're feeling uninspired, you don't really know what you want to create next in your projects. We all have those moments, right? And I like to create colors of flowers that I know I'll be using a lot, right? So those favorite colors that you know you use a lot. Next, I'm going to go with the very tip of my sponge dauber and kind of start from the inside, flick externally. And just so you know, if you do not have these daubers yet or you need to stock up, we do have the 6-pack available yet. That's only while the supplies last and then they'll be gone forever. So we do still have those in case you don't have them yet, but it is a favorite go-to of mine when I'm coloring. And if you watch my videos, you'll see that I'm using them all the time. So there you have that beautiful flower all ready to be shaped. Now for the shaping that we're doing today, we're going to do a very basic yet beautiful shaping technique with this specific flower, having it with the printed image down and then using this tip. You could use like a 3mm, 4mm. The larger the flower size, the bigger you're wanting to get, but this one, I'm just doing a soft circular motion on the tip and then find my way towards the center, and I'll do that on every single flower, okay? So you'll just do that all the way towards the center. The harder you press, the more dimension you're going to achieve with this, and it's just a very beautiful way to create a one-of-a-kind dimensional flower that is also still very beautiful for mailing. If you haven't created with this flower yet, just know that this is a crafter favorite, and depending on when you were introduced to Heartfelt Creations, you never had access to this flower. So I can't wait for you to get access to it. This is available in the digital download, which means when you purchase it, you have access to it today and you can get started creating with it right away. So I just press down in the center, and now that is ready to be adhered to the same size. Now for these flowers, I did just layer 2 of the same size together. For the one that's going to go on top, I do like to press a little bit harder in the middle, and then the smaller they get, I do like to do a technique here on the back by just kind of pinching it halfway, not a full pinch, but just kind of a light crease, and then going in the opposite direction and doing the same thing. What that does is it starts to kind of bring those petals up a little bit more, and I'm going to do just a hint of glue on the back put this down. Now, this is the spot where you don't want to use your fingers. Okay, and what I mean by that is you don't want to use your fingers to hold this. Just use your stylus, kind of use, if you need to put this hand to the back of your back or somewhere, you can do that because it's very hard to, like, you want to just press down in the middle, that kind of flattens it. So once you're finished doing that, you can bring this back. You can kind of pull some of those petals up if you want to, if you wanted to have more dimension. So that is the very simple, basic way to create with this one. There's a plethora of ways that you can create completely different looks just based on how you hand shape this. Before we add the prills to the center, I do like to add the glitter around the edges so that the glitter and prills don't get mixed in the center. So what I'll do is I'll bring in my tidy tray with the crystal clear. This is a very elegant accent you can add to your flowers. It's not just any kind of glitter. It is a very elegant glitter with lots of chunky accents in there. And this one, what you can do is you can go ahead and just use a yellow sponge. All these basic crafting essentials that I have, if you don't have them yet or you need to stock up, we do ship these to you. If you're an Insider member, you receive 20% discount on them. And just know that if you are an Insider member, you receive a 40% discount on all digital images. So if you've been standing on the sideline, the best thing you can do is just pick out one of your favorite images that you know you'd love and test it out with your printer, test it out with your machine, and just have some fun practicing just a basic digital application of printing and cutting. Don't worry about what the digital gurus tell you of all this super galactic stuff you can do. All I did with this flower was just just download, and then I did switch the color with it, which is easily doable even in a Microsoft Word document program if you have that. Which most people do. So with this, and then I just printed it, cut it out. And that was the basics of it. So there was just no hoopla with it. Just that was what we did. Now for the center, I did use the mini prills in the mini pearls color. That's kind of a tongue twister, isn't it? So what you're going to do is you can use your glue gun and just put a large dot of glue right in the center of this flower. And then just pull away pretty quickly and dump your prills in the middle. And I do kind of like to do a little bit of a press motion with this. And while that is kind of settling in the center there, I'm going to clear off this tidy tray and we'll dump our prills in here. So this is a very beautiful way to make those flowers, and the beauty of this is you can print out multiples at one time, and then you have a bunch that you can create with very beautifully and easily when you're wanting to make that last minute birthday card or that last minute graduation or wedding card, you know, all the things that happen during the summer season. So now all that's left to do is just cluster these together. Now, we do have some beautiful leaves that get printed out with this. These I printed out on with the same color and just colored it with an emerald green. You'd never know that it was printed in the same blue that it printed these. So don't be afraid to just color your leaves even if they were printed in blue and you didn't want to separate them from the flowers. So what you're going to be able to do next is just go around the outer edges of that leaf to give it that curved look. Flip it right side up, press down in the middle, and we're just going to add a little bit of that glue to that as well. Dip that leaf into your glitter, and you have a beautiful glittered leaf. Next step is going to be clustering your flowers together. I'm just going to be doing that on a basic piece of cardstock today to show you the basics of how I start. Now, I'm not going to be using the super big flowers today. We are going to use the smaller ones for that I'm going to be sharing a project I do with them next week at 1 p.m. So today we're going to just focus on how you can cluster these together. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sizes. Yes, 5 sizes in this, but today we're just going to learn how to cluster the small ones together. So what I'm going to do is just take my hot glue and put that on a basic white cardstock. Just put those so you can see that. And then this is not something you have to do at home, but this is just showing a quick synopsis or a quick glimpse of how you can really easily glue your flowers together, whether that is on a card or just kind of the basics of arranging flowers. Now, For our next step, I am going to add another flower right in this section. I'm not going to tuck it in as far. Since this leaf, so you have two leaves there, then I'm going to have this flower kind of offset. So it is kind of still tucked together and then it's on top of that leaf. See how pretty that is? And then our next step is going to be adding another leaf in there. And we'll just tuck that one straight kind of in the center there, okay? So we have that one in there, and then you can go ahead and add your other small flowers around that however you desire. So that creates a, that creates a quick little cluster of flowers that is so pretty, so effective, and it still looks like you spent a lot of time making them. So once you have done this, if you wanted to, because you have this all together, what you can do is you can just trim away this white cardstock and you have this cluster all together so you can add it to the next card that you'll be creating. Now this is totally up to you, but this is just a way for me to show you how you can quickly and easily cluster these flowers together, whether you already know what card you're going to put them on or not. So next Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, make a note on your calendar, be here, and we'll learn how to put these flowers on a beautiful card using the Butterfly Medley Paper and Elements collection. I can't wait to share with you what we're going to be creating with that. So as you can see, such a beautiful, beautiful flower, so stunning, such a handmade, elegant look that you can quickly and easily add to your projects. Now, as you can see, the paper from this collection is stunning. So I use the flowers from the Stamp Digital download file. The Paper Elements has some flowers in there that are already colored in different colors, in different sizes. So you can have fun also just printing those out. There, I have a whole ton of leaves to my side here that you can also just print and cut out. Here are some samples of the papers that I printed, so I can't wait to put a card together. Who knows what we'll be creating? It's going to be a card where I haven't put it together before, so we're going to have the adventures of creating beautiful cards together just from scratch using these flowers. So I hope you'll be there for that. If you'll be there, just mark I'll be there in the comments. And I can't wait to see you then. If you don't have the Butterfly Medley collection yet, you can get access to it today by following the links that we provided or going to our website at heartfeltcreations.us. And you can just type in Butterfly Medley in the search box. It'll bring those images right up for you, and you'll be able to purchase, download them, and start printing, cutting, and creating with them today. How fun is that? So essentially, as soon as I'm done here, you can go get those and start making these flowers right away, which is so fun. I love to do things when I'm inspired, when I have it fresh in my mind, and I'm sure you do as well. If you are an Insider member, you save 40% on all of your digital downloads. You save 20% on those crafting basics that we ship to you. You get free shipping on any order size if you're in the US. Plus, you have access to all 50 online classes that we have in our crafting vault. They're 2 hours in length. They're $30 each, so you have free access to those. Thousands of crafters have already taken those and absolutely love those classes. So I can't wait for you to experience that. If you're not an Insider member yet, you can become one for $12.99 a month. That's less than 2 of your favorite beverages. I can't wait to see what you create with this flower. We'd love to have you share what you create right here with us on social media. Until next Wednesday, happy creating. We'll see you then. Bye.